He saw my material, but I was still a mystery. So my master had to put colors in me, in my kit, preparing me before colors could be seen on me. Showing others that I have gone through something. Some days these colors may mix, which will equally express the mixed emotions I feel as the master works with me. But I trust the work he has begun in me, that it as my picture will be finished to perfection, that what he started in me, he will finish. But I'm just not there yet. All I experience right now is colors, trying to make sense of why he chose these colors. Did he want me to see as man sees? Were these colors simply used for my color therapy? Or could I approach these colors biblically? That the colors I was equipped with could be used to treat the mental and physical problems that I was to face in my future, my now. Such as red. Used to energize, stimulate, or invigorate a me when I might be feeling tired or down. My blue. Used to treat my depression and my pain. Darker shades of my blue are also thought to have sedative properties and may be helpful for me who may experience my times of insomnia, my times when I cannot sleep, my times when I wonder why am I still awake, my times when it's perfect for me to talk to you, oh God, my greens. When I look out and I see how everything is green and lush, an expression of the nature that you have created for me before me, that I may see a healing remedy in green, that it may relieve my stress and relax me, that when I may break out from the four walls of my prison of my mind, of my material, of my home, that I may take a deep breath of fresh air and be free to enter in to what you had for me. From the very beginning in that garden, how when I enter into my personal garden, I may also see what you have created for me. Yellow. Oh, when I see yellow so bright, when I see shades of it in the day, shades that the night can't even comprehend. All these yellow hues that so stood out to me that I had to get a guitar in its color. Autumn knows what these yellows are like also. Though the leaves may fall and my heart may cry out because things are dying. The ambience of it all, that when these leaves so bring light even so to the ground as they are dimming away in their death. Oh, what shades they could be to show me what I could be, that even as I feel as though I am dying, and there are different shades on my countenance that I may consider yellow, that even in my final days, that I may express something so beautiful to the world, that they may see something so bright, a glow, even in my final hours. But I'm not there yet. I still live to see more colors. Orange, much like yellow, can be used to elicit happy emotions. Like yellow, it could be used to improve your mood and make you happy and optimistic. The bright warmth of orange may be used to stimulate even your appetite and your mental activity. Friends, as you're sitting with me, what colors do you have around you that brightens your mood on this day? Or, God, would you have had for me to approach these colors biblically? My red. You prepared me with red. You put it in my kit so that I would have seen the emptiness of this world, and I would have known that there is nothing that could bring me joy and passion like the service of you can bring and has brought. That you would put red in me, a burning fire shut up in my bones that would not hold me back. A zeal that when the fiery trials come to try me, to test me, and all manner of persecution to depress me, that I would stand by faith with a crowd of witnesses of those who have gone before and stood by faith, quench the violence of fire, that red escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, and turned to flight the armies of the enemies. They stood in the red of fire, martyrs. They were willing to die for their faith, to show me that I could stand against that red also. And that there may be a red in me seen in the world, that they may see this red, this fire, and they may know that they cannot stand up against what God has put in me, what God has put for me, and that I may be able to stand up for him against the enemy. This red, this fire is burning. A fire that I have never felt before, or you even rekindling that red, that fire, that flame in your relationships with one another, with your spouse. Red. That even though that fire has died down, there are still embers there, that it could be started back up again, even though you were tried in your faith, and even though you felt at a dying point, there are still embers there. There is still something that when the wind of God blows on you, that when his spirit blows on you, that a fire could be started back up again. You're blue. He said to me that some days I would feel blue. That even in the midst of my blue, when I feel down and I actually feel that God has left me and forsaken me, but this is not true. That he would say to me that as I look up in the sky, I will be reminded that his presence is with me. He now speaking, saying that also that you who are my chosen person, and as I did anciently, also presently, I fit you for royalty. That when worn, it may be a sign between me and you and them, that I chose you for a high and holy calling. What days may you face as you're black? Some ask me, what can you do with that? When mixed with other emotions, it only makes everything seem darker. The same is what mixed with every other color. What can you do with emptiness and void, my black? My color. Some may even say, what can you do with my race? But so much has been done in my history that many feel it a need to stand up for even me. My dark. Beyond my complexion, there is something to be seen in this. But this is where the other colors come in to mix in, to bring light to darkness. That in the midst of this, I may come to appreciate for my darkest days and my darkest matter, lights. That you, O Lord, would cause me to remember that you created me from something that before even was in the minds of my parents was darkness. But you brought me to light, and you made something beautiful. Though with form, I felt dark, I felt void, but you moved on me, your spirit moved in me. And with me, you called me into your marvelous light, that I may appreciate my darkest days, that would have strengthened me to face these days. Oh, my white. Oh, white, pure and filled with delight. Some may question if it's even a color. But when this color is draped over one, they know that it is a color suitable for only the purest of days, like the marriage. Oh, how beautiful this white may seem and look, veiled over form, to inform others that something beautiful is taking place on this day. That even veiled in our homes, oh, how it attracts light to come to it. Oh, white, I am to know that you saw in me potential to reflect your character, your white, your light, to trade in my filthy rags for your righteousness, found spotless and without blemish, arrayed in your robe, made available through your red, blood shed to present me as a perfect picture before your Father. Having seen the travail of your soul, my author, my artist, was and is satisfied with me, with us, his canvas. Friends, when we consider our artists, we, his handiwork, starting off as canvas, we are to be educated about what he is doing here. I have from a book called Child Guidance, page 48, paragraph 4. It says, educate the children and the youth to consider the works of the great master artists and to imitate the attractive graces of nature in their character building. As the love of God wins their hearts, let them bring into their lives the beauty of holiness. So shall they use their capabilities to bless others and to honor God. As they consider the flowers and the field, may they also consider that no other is arrayed as they have been arrayed, such as these with its beauty, such as them also. That they may gain lessons from the master artists and imitate what is seen in nature. Just look out there and see how he takes care of everything. And as we see suffering humanity, we may look out there and seek to take care also. Children and youth can learn these as well. And the last reading from the same Child Guidance says this: in heaven is a pictorial record. Let parents and children remember that day by day they are each forming a character, and that the features of this character are imprinted upon the books of heaven. God is taking pictures of his people, just as surely as an artist takes pictures of men and women, transferring the features of the face to the polished plate. What kind of pictures do you wish to produce? Parents, answer the question. What kind of picture will the great master artist make of you in the records of heaven? We must decide this now. Hereafter, when death shall come, there will be no time to straighten the crooked places in the character. To us individually, this should be a most important matter, Every day our likeness is being taken for time and for eternity. Let each one say, I am having my likeness taken today. Ask yourself daily, hourly, how will my words sound to the heavenly angels? How are they as apples of gold in pictures of silver? Or are they like a blasting hail, wounding and bruising? Not only our words and actions, but our thoughts make up the picture of what we are. Then let every soul be good and do good. Let the picture made of you be one of which you will not be ashamed. Daily, hourly, how will your words and actions sound to the heavenly angels? To our Father who was in the beginning of time and sees us now, as we embrace the time that we are living in right now, how would the picture be made of you that you and the heavenly hosts would not be ashamed of. Friends, truly, I pray that these thoughts may cause to dwell on your